Lying on your mat, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, arms down by your side, really focusing on the arms. Lengthen the fingertips away and engage your arms. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, scoop your low tummy muscles in, press your arms down to the mat and lift the hips up. Squeeze your glutes and keep your hips lifted. Take your arms above your shoulders and then take the arms overhead as you lower the hips down. Lift your hips, press the arms into the mat. Lower the hips, take your arms overhead. Keep the arms long and lengthened. Arms overhead as you drop the hips. Press the arms down to the mat as you lift the hips up. Keeping those arms long and lengthened and engaged. Press the palms down as you squeeze your glutes to lift the hips up. Draw the navel down as you squeeze your glutes to lift the hips up. Squeezing and lifting your pelvic floor. Take your arms above your shoulders, palms face in. You're going to then slowly lower down through the spine. Arms out to the side, lift the hips, palms together above the chest as you drop the hips down. Drop the hips, palms together, arms out as you lift the hips. Inhale, exhale, squeeze your glutes to lift, palms together. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, lower the hips, inhale to lift. Exhale to lift. Inhale, palms come together. Keeping those arms long and lengthened and engaged. Arms all the way out to your side. Palms face in. Take your arms overhead and lower down through the spine, scooping your tummy muscles in, lowering one vertebra at a time, drawing your abdominals in, scooping that navel in, squeeze the pelvic floor, lower all the way down. Bring your arms down to the mat and bring your knees in towards your chest and roll up to seated. And then come and sit on the mat with the legs long, heels hip width apart, arms out wide, engaging your arms, shoulders down, lengthen the spine up, breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to rotate towards the right and pulse. Inhale, rotate to the left and pulse, squeezing your pelvic floor to stabilize your pelvis. The arms are long and lengthened and engaged, shoulders stay down as you pulse. Inhale to center. Exhale to rotate. Keep those legs long and lengthened and engaged. Arms are long and lengthened and pulse. Keep the shoulders down, reaching your fingertips away from each other, lengthening through those arm muscles the whole time. Shoulders stay down. Now going into saw. Take your feet wider on the mat, arms out wide, shoulders down. Rotate to the right, reach that left arm beyond that right foot. Back arm reaches up, engage the back arm, reach it long, come back to center. Rotating to the left, reach your right arm beyond that left foot. The back arm lifts, engage the back arm and lean forward. Back to center. Arms are long and lengthened and engaged. Rotating towards the right. Lean forward. That back right arm reaches up. Engage the back tricep and then back to center. Rotate to the left. Reach your right arm long. Back arm. That left arm lifts and squeeze the back of that left arm back to center. Rotate to the right. Lean forward. Rotate. Back arm lifts up. Lean forward. Keep those arms long and lengthened and engaged. Rotate. Reach the right arm forward. Back arm lifts high. And back to center. Bring your arms in front of you, reach forward, beyond those toes if you can, reach forward, scoop your tummy muscles in and come back to center. Take your arms out to the side, legs are long and lengthened. You're going to circle the arms, keep the shoulders down, small circles, breathing in, circling with the palms down, circling and then reverse direction. Turn the palms up, keep the circle small, shoulders stay down, palms stay facing up, lengthening the arms and then reverse the circle. Keep the back of the arms engaged, reaching your fingertips away. The palms face down and continue to circle those arms, reaching the fingertips away. Keep the shoulders down, arms are lengthening and reverse the circle. Keep the palms facing down as you circle. Keep your abdominals pulling in. Palms face behind you and circle. Draw your abdominals in. Keep the shoulders down. Arms are lengthened. The back of the arms are engaged and reverse the circle. Keep the legs long and lengthened. Scoop your low tummy muscles in. Keep the circle going. And then again, lean forward. Reach for the toes. Drop the head towards your knees. Scoop your tummy muscles in and come and sit. Sitting on the mat, bring your hands behind you. Lift your hips up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lengthen the arms. Really squeeze the back of the arms as you lift the hips. Drop your bottom to the mat. And again, fingertips facing your heels. Press your heels of the hands down. Lengthen the arms. Engage the back of the arms. Lift the hips. Drop the hips down. And again, press the hands down. Bend your elbows. Scoop your tummy muscles in, lengthen the arms, bend the elbows. So you're lifting the hips off the mat, keeping the elbows in towards each other, scooping your tummy muscles in. Take your elbows behind you as you bend. Knees stay bent. You drop down as you bend the elbows. You lift up as you straighten the arms. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, locking your elbows, keeping your elbows locked. Lift the hips up. Lengthen the arms, squeeze the back of the arms, and then lower the bottom down onto the mat. Lengthen the legs long, and again, reach forward towards your toes into that forward bend stretch. Come onto your side, lengthen the legs long, bring your left foot forward and the right foot behind you into a side plank. Push your right hand down, lift your left arm up, lengthen both the arms. Drop the hips down and then lift the hips up. Drop the hips down towards the mat and then pulse the hips up, keeping both arms long and lengthened and engaged, really engaging the back of those arms, reaching the top arm up as you drop the hips down. Squeezing the pelvic floor, squeeze and lift the pelvic floor, and then drop the right hand towards the mat, lift the right arm up. Drop the right arm towards the mat to rotate, lift the right arm up. Keep the hips high as you rotate the chest to the floor. Keep those arms long and lengthened. Reach the top arm up and then rotate the chest to the floor as you drop that arm down towards the floor. Hold it in a plank position and then lower all the way down. Come into a mermaid stretch and reach your right arm up, leaning over towards the left, stretching through that right side. And then come into the other side. So take your legs and lengthen them long onto the mat and come into that side plank position. Squeeze your pelvic floor, lengthen both the arms. Reach your right arm long, reach the right fingertips towards the ceiling. Breathing in and then drop the hips down, pulse them back up. Drop them down and up. Squeezing your pelvic floor. So working your obliques more effectively the more you squeeze and lift the pelvic floor, pulsing the hips down, lifting them up, keeping both arms long and lengthened, engaging the back of the arms. Arm muscles are really lengthening and engaging. And then drop the right hand to the mat as you rotate the chest to the floor. Keep the hips high. Keep both arms long and lengthened, locked at the elbows. So really reaching the top arm up as you rotate back to center. Reach the top arm up, creating length in those arm muscles as you reach towards the ceiling, and then come back down into seated. Reach the left arm up and over into that mermaid stretch, stretching through that left side of the body. And then you're going to come onto the mat, onto your tummy, and push yourself into 4-point kneeling. Have your hands underneath your shoulders and step back into a plank position. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze and lift the pelvic floor. Bend the elbows a small way. So inhale to bend, exhale to straighten. Draw your abdominals in, squeeze and lift the pelvic floor. You're squeezing your glutes, bending a small way, lengthen the arms. Bend the elbows and lengthen the arms. Keep the shoulder blades down your back. Keep the elbows in towards each other. So send your elbows behind you as you bend them. Keep the squeeze in your glutes and then send the sits bones to the ceiling, ears between your arms, into that inverted V position and then back into your plank position. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your pelvic floor and lower down even further. So just focus on increasing your range as you bend your elbows. Keep the squeeze in your glutes and the squeeze in your pelvic floor. Take the elbows behind you as you bend. Inhale to lengthen and push back into that inverted V position, heels to the mat. Scoop your tummy muscles in. Press the hands into the mat. Back into your plank position, shoulder blades down, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your pelvic floor. And again, see if you can go lower. Squeeze your glutes in the pelvic floor, lowering all the way to the mat. Take your feet wide to the mat. Lengthen the legs long. Lock your knees and engage your quads. Press the hands down and lift up into a cobra position, engaging your glutes. Slide your shoulder blades back, lift the chest. Lock your elbows, lift the chest some more. Lifting the chest as you breathe in, squeeze the glutes, and then slowly lower all the way down as you bend those elbows. And again, press your hands down onto the mat. You're going to push down with the palms of the hands, lift the chest, keep the elbows in towards each other, lengthen the arms, really using your arms. Engage your arms as you press the hands down, lift the chest up, squeeze your glutes, bend your elbows in as you lower all the way back down. Squeezing your shoulder blades together, press the hands down, lift the chest, locking your elbows, lift the chest higher, take the shoulders back, keep the squeeze in your glutes, squeeze and lift the pelvic floor, lift the chest another inch, bend your elbows to lower all the way back down. Push back into child's pose, sit your sits bones onto your heels, scoop your low tummy muscles in, reach the arms forward, and drop the chest down towards your knees. Coming back onto your tummy. Lying down on the mat, take your heels wide, lengthen the arms down by your side. Reach your fingertips away from you, lock your knees, engage your glutes. Lift your right heel, lift your left heel up. Squeeze your glutes to lift those legs, lock your knees. Lift your head, lift your chest. Palms face in towards each other. Reach the fingertips closer to your heels. Lift the chest, locking your elbows, engaging the back of the arms. Keep the heels lifted because you're squeezing your glutes. Squeeze and lift the pelvic floor and then lower all the way back down. Breathing in, and again, fire up your glutes to lift your heels. Lift the heels higher, lift the head, lift the chest. Palms face in, and then reach your fingertips long. Now turn your palms facing up and pulse the palms up. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing your glutes. Squeeze and lift the pelvic floor, lift the chest another inch, and then lower all the way down. And again, engage your glutes to lift the legs. Palms face in. Keep the palms facing in. Reach your fingertips towards your heels, lift the chest. Now pulse your palms in towards each other. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and squeeze the back of the arms to pulse the palms closer together. Breathing in, breathing out to lower all the way down. Breathe in, lift the heels, squeeze your glutes, palms face up. Reach your fingertips towards your heels and pulse the palms up, really engaging the back of the arms. Squeeze the triceps, push the palms up. Reach the fingertips towards your heels as you push the palms up, engaging the back of the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Lift the heels, lift the chest, and lower all the way back down. Hands to the mat and sit your bottom onto your heels. Scoop your tummy muscles in, release any tension in the low back, and then come into 4-point kneeling. Hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, send the sits bones to the ceiling, drop the chest down. Arms are long, push the hands into the mat, really lengthen the arms. Engaging the arms as you drop the heels and send the sits bones to the ceiling. Drop the chest further to the mat, widen the shoulders. So shoulder blades come apart as you drop the chest down. Scoop your tummy muscles in and walk the hands back towards your toes. Take your hands onto your lower back, interlace your fingers and bring those arms over your head, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep that length in the arms. Bring your arms even further over, locking your knees, scoop the tummy muscles in. Bring the arms even further, releasing any tension in the shoulders. Crown of the head to the floor, and then just let your arms dangle all the way down. Shake the head no, nod the head yes. Keep your arms and your head dangling down. Scoop the tummy muscles in as you slowly roll up through the spine. And the last thing to pick up is the head. Send the shoulders to the ears, roll them all the way back, slide them down, and relax.